Hi there, my name is Michael Painter, and I'm the Executive Director of the Student Support Services at the Santa Cruz County Office of Education. And I'm here today to talk about PBIS, which is Positive Behavior Intervention and Supports. And luckily, I am joined by two amazing longtime educators, Wendy Barron, who is the Social Emotional Learning Consultant for the Santa Cruz County Office of Ed, and Suzanne Denham, who is our Special Teacher on Assignment for Social Emotional Academic Development, or SEED, TOSA for short. What is PBIS? So PBIS is a very well-researched school culture and climate behavioral program. And we currently fund 6 comprehensive school districts in our county through this MHSA funding, especially under the PEI, which is Prevention and Early Intervention strand. And we feel like the connection between the PEI and this program is that it has the ability to reach all students. It's embedded in a multi-tiered system of support framework, especially in the behavioral portion. You'll see a graphic here that Wendy's sharing. And really what this does is it allows schools and staff to be able to connect with students in a way that hopefully catches concerns early that might develop into mental health concerns in a higher acuity fashion. And so to go a little further, I would love to have Wendy and Suzanne weigh in on a few of the different components. And Suzanne's going to start with the Tier 1 services, which serves about all students, but roughly 80% of those students. Thank you.
Great, well, thanks. So Tier 1 well, I should say PBIS provided the structure and a system for supporting students. And Tier 1 were universal supports for all students. So one of the benefits of the PBIS program is that it created a structure to come up with some shared values in each school. So students and staff together would create values that everyone in the school would embrace. Like, for example, like responsibility or respect or kindness or caring. And that would become a way to bring all students together in belonging with part of the same culture, with the same values, and ways to facilitate those type of values within the students in the school and all different areas of the school. So that was one of the things that was beneficial from the universal supports, and everyone just helping everyone feel included with the same vision for how they wanted to be at school together. And I think Wendy could share a little bit more about what happens at Tier 2 when you go beyond universal supports for all, what happens with some and the few that are going Tier 2 and Tier 3.
Thank you. And, you know, Suzanne, you also reminded me of the importance of the universal supports, because creating that culture of safety and belonging and caring among the students is what really supports students in thriving at school and being able to focus and feel connected to their teacher and to others. And so it's really, really important. And some students need that little bit more support. So one of the things that also is part of PBIS is that as there are concerns about a particular student, a full team at each school site comes together that's comprised of the school leaders, a teacher team, counselors, representatives from student services. They all come together to look at that student and that student's needs. What are their behavioral needs, academic needs, social emotional needs? What are their backgrounds, their context? And then that enables the school and whoever is best able to serve that student, those groups of students, to come together to support those students even further. And then still there are a few students that might need just that additional support. And so PBIS, as Suzanne mentioned, gives those structures within a system to know, okay, this is what we're going to do with all students. We're going to support all students to create this culture of belonging and safety and connectedness. Some students need a little bit more, and we're going to marshal our resources to provide that. And a few students need just something else that we're going to be able to provide for them as well. So,
more
Michael, how about you?
individualized support.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Wendy and Suzanne. And in speaking of all, some, and few, I think what I was trying to say earlier, which you so well articulated, is that research has shown that the tier 3 level comprises about 5% of the student population, and that tier 2, that sum level, is about 15%, which leaves about 80%. And so often dollars in the mental health world are geared towards those top 20% of students, if not the top 5. And yet this is a way that we're able to use funding under PEI that allows the other 80%, which is why I said it was 80, and I've mentioned all and 80, 100, because the green, the all, does encompass that top 20%, but it also hits the 80% not being attended to by tiers 2 and 3. And that's a way that we're able to really help and impact this county and the school system in a way that hopefully does prevent and or catch in an early intervention manner a lot of challenges that can exist in the school system around mental health and behaviors. So thank you both for sharing today and joining in this informative video. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.